Bitcoin is definitely back on the rise, as is indicated by this heat map. As far as the eye can see, we see green. Green means so a hearty congratulations to all of you who are able to hold your Bitcoin through the almost 2 weeks of dumping action. Now, of course, we do have a few red altcoins showing up on the heat map, but that's okay. That's to be expected. The general prognosis, the general trajectory is green, which is awesome. Going all the way back to January, this chart shows that nice upward trend of Bitcoin. It had those slight pullbacks, but those are to be expected. But what's most important to note is how it constantly was able to bounce off the trend line. Now, this is a daily chart. It comes down at this point, and at this point, and each time it bounces back up until it completely violated the trend line on this day. Enter in 12 days of complete carnage. This was a bloodbath. Now, during my last Saturday live stream just 3 days ago, let's hear what the prognosis was for Bitcoin at the time. All the other cryptocurrencies move to the rhythm of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been tanking. It really has been tanking. Right now, the price of Bitcoin is at 49,300. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into the charts. So the market is tanking, and both you and I would like to know when it's going to stop going down and start going back up. So price action came down to this same trend line where it's been bouncing back up and bouncing back up and bouncing back up. But look what happened on the 18th of April. So now on the daily, we see on this day it dropped down. Can you see this red Fibonacci level? I'm going to highlight it. This price action breaks below the trend line. All right, okay, so we know we're downward trending. It breaks, it gets to the Fibonacci line, but look at what happens, guys. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, it's hanging out, it's hanging around that Fibonacci line, which is our price level of 56,200. It's hanging out. Now, what most of us wanted to happen at this point was for price action to just head back up. It's broken through that Fibonacci level, is broken through this Fibonacci level. So we'll draw another one. So it's broken through 2 levels. That's not a good sign, because I mean, the bears are happy if people who profit out of downward trending market. This is when they make their money. They're sellers. They short sell. For most of us who prefer to go long, it's not too great a sign. Is Bitcoin going to break below, and what is that price level? Let's see, 47,000. We want, this is what we want. We want price action to go down. We want price action to go down, and then we want it to bounce up and hopefully through the white level and take us back to where Bitcoin was before the drop. Very important. And it definitely went back with a vengeance. A big congratulations to you if you were able to hold through this massive dump. Now this is, if we go to the weekly chart, this shows 2 complete weeks of dumping action. The reversal occurred just at the $4,800 mark, as I predicted just 3 days prior. So Bitcoin has risen and continues to rise ever since it bounced off that low of $47,596. You can see the formation of this double bottom pattern. It is a bullish pattern, and it assures you, as much as charts can assure you, that the return to an uptrend is almost imminent. This bottom pattern is then followed by this nice upward movement. The price of Bitcoin is currently trading at $54,951. This is literally a $7,000 increase in the price of Bitcoin over the past couple of days. Now let's hear what the experts are saying about price prediction for Bitcoin.
Yeah, because in the past it got to 20, went all the way back down to 3,000 or 4,000. Do you foresee, is that still a potential with Bitcoin in your view?
The potential is for volatility, right? So we can't really be predictive in that sense. What we've seen so far is just a loss of short-term momentum, but long-term momentum is very much to the upside behind most cryptocurrencies. And late last year, we saw these massive base breakouts. So those base breakouts left very strong support in their wake with the upside follow-through that we saw. So I think we'll see higher lows established, broadly speaking, and that there's probably a lot of institutions out there looking to add exposure into this kind of corrective phase. They want to get that sort of uncorrelated exposure, and hopefully it will end up sort of playing out that way.
Well, that's all, folks. I hope you've learned something from this video, and if you have, the only thing I ask is that you hit that like button. Comment below, because I do use your comments to better inform me of what other content to create. Share with your friends and family. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, but most importantly, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get my videos as soon as I upload them, and I'll meet you in the next video.